So, people keep wondering what the whole garden looks like. I thought I would give a tour tonight. Okay, as you notice all the lovely red paths that Bronwyn put in. She says, nothing says civilization like red paths, so that's what she spent the summer doing. So what you see here is the onions, and over behind them are the asparagus gone to seed. Okay. This is the pea pod first course with some chard over behind them. Got some carrots coming in here, and still got a bunch of original lettuce left. Over here are the black beans, and would love people's impression of what that thing is. I thought it might be interesting. Bronwyn thinks it's a weed. She may be right. The Brussels sprouts, as you can see, are huge. And then this cabbage, as you can see, is getting to be a good size, so I'm curious about when people think that should be eaten. Okay, so here we have more carrots. Here we have broccoli. Now the broccoli is interesting this year. It's not coming in very well, and it's somewhat misshapen, and so you can see here how it's not a nice even head, and the organic farmer who sold the starts thinks that it may have just been too much stress this year. Too much rain, that's the stress. Okay, so now we have some leeks in here. Okay, this is the kale, more kale than we need. People need kale, let me know. Okay, we decided that Swiss chard was probably a smarter vegetable. It was not as rough on the stomach, so we're growing a bunch more of that this year, and followed with, as you see in between, some onion sets. Beets in here, they're not doing so great. Our second set of snap peas, unfortunately, have gotten deer eaten. Although we have the nice little fence along the edge here, the deer seem to have figured out how to get over it, so I have to raise it. Damn it. These are potatoes, which unfortunately are just beginning to show some signs of late blight. I'm not very happy about that, because that means they have to be harvested early and are going to be very small, if at all. But we can't do anything about it. Over here, you can see what the deers did to the bean poles. See the middle part here, it's all been eaten back, and that one over there. So we've got beans that were starting to come beautifully. As a matter of fact, the beans still are coming beautifully. But in general, there has been this whole decimation of the thing. Okay. So we've got some squash underneath there, and then a squash patch over here. Over here are the green beans, and they're just being beautiful this year. I have to admit that we're getting a lovely green bean crop. Celery's finally beginning to do something. Remember, this is still late July. Our second crop of lettuce has actually overtaken us. It's going to seed, and we can't stop it. Here in Vermont, it's usually hard to get peppers. But as you can see, we're beginning to get some nice peppers. And down there's hot peppers. And then over here are the tomatoes, which are beginning to show slight signs of blight, but I'm trying a new process of basically pulling off any leaves that tend to be showing this. So we've got tomato crop coming. Up here, if anybody knows what this flower is, would love to have your idea, because Bronwyn thinks it's a weed. I think it's quite lovely, but it does not have particularly beautiful stalking. But it certainly is a pretty bloom, works wonderful. So if any, it's not Queen Anne's lace, it's got this round top. It's not Alicia. So, suggestions. Down here, just coming in, because they washed out the first 2 times, is the gill feather turnips put in the fall, broccoli planting today, And then all around the edge, what you can see is this marvelous perennial garden, mixed in with some annuals, that is, proving to be just a marvelous little addition to our lives. And over here, and a shout out to my friend Aaron German, is our perennial edibles garden. As you can see over here, apples are proliferating all over the trees. Behind them are pears. We've got pretty much a full panoply of goods coming here. So anybody who wondered what the garden looked like, this is it. And I hope you enjoyed our tour.